Hello, friends. My name is Rashid Darden, and I'm the Associate Secretary for Communications and Outreach for Friends General Conference. And guess what? I'm so glad you're here. You're here because you care about the Friends General Conference gathering of friends, also known as the Gathering, and you want to get excited about it with us. Today is all about gathering energy, gathering invitation, and gathering possibility. Each of you plays a role in building the gathering community, a place where we feel welcome, spirit-led, and alive. So let's take a few moments to get excited, get equipped, and get ready to go back to our meetings and say, "Come, see what gathering is all about." Let's get started. How are you going to arrive at the gathering? Take a moment to drop in the chat or in the comment box how you're going to travel to the University of Vermont for the FGC gathering. Shall it be a car? Is your meeting chartering a bus or a van? How about my favorite, the good old Amtrak train? Will a plane be dropping you off, or will you be close enough to walk? Let us know down below. How will you arrive at gathering? And look at where you'll be arriving. The 2026 FGC gathering takes place at the University of Vermont. You should plan to get there by 3 o'clock on July 7th, which is when check-in begins, and plan to leave after 10 o'clock in the morning on July 12th. That's when we're having the end of worship. We definitely hope to see you there on this beautiful, lush green campus. Here are some important dates for you to keep in mind. If you're watching this video or listening to it, it's already after April 1st. That's the date that registration opened. June 1st is the date that registration closes for children. There are some things planned for children that we need to know their figures a little bit earlier than everybody else's, and June 1st is our hard stop date for children's registration. After June 1st, adults can continue to register, but there will be a late fee for people registering after June 1st. So please, friends, if you at all can, register before June 1st. You might be wondering just what there is to be excited about at this year's gathering. At the top of my list is wonderful plenary speakers, Kazu Haga and Brian Stevenson. They bring a rare depth of wisdom, courage, and spiritual grounding to this year's gathering. Brian Stevenson, on the right, the founder of the Equal Justice Initiative and author of Just Mercy, A Story of Justice and Redemption, has devoted his life to challenging injustice in the legal system with compassion, clarity, and an unwavering commitment to human dignity. His voice helps us face difficult truths while holding on to the possibility of transformation. Kazu Haga is a powerful teacher of nonviolence and restorative justice known for guiding communities through conflict with care, accountability, and deep listening. Drawing from the legacies of Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr., his work speaks directly to the kind of community many of us are striving to build. Together, Brian and Kazu offer insight, challenge, and encouragement grounded in the kind of faith and practice that can shape both our inner lives and our shared witness. Next up, get excited about our Bible half-hour facilitator. Jennifer Newman is a Quaker, theologian, writer, and activist, and serves as executive director of Beacon Hill Friends House in Boston. She is a member of Beacon Hill Friends Meeting and a regular writer for Illuminate. She holds a master's in theological studies from Vanderbilt Divinity School and lives both in Boston at Beacon Hill Friends House and New Hampshire with her partner, McKenna. Jen brings a deep love of the Bible alongside a complex relationship with it, inviting friends to engage both what sustains her faith and what she continues to wrestle with. She will be focusing on the book of Ecclesiastes. Workshops are really the heart of the gathering experience. When you register, you choose one workshop to stay with throughout the week. Some people view workshops like a class. It's kind of like that, but I view workshops as small communities that you grow with over several days. This year, workshops are 4 days long rather than 5. These groups meet each morning, Wednesday through Saturday, and most include worship or worship sharing, so there's always that grounding in spirit. There's a wide range of topics, everything from anti-racism and Quaker practices to Bible study, creativity like music and photography, and deep personal or spiritual exploration. Some workshops are hands-on, some are discussion-based, but all are designed to help you listen, learn, and connect more deeply with each other and with the divine. And what most people often say is, by the end of the week, your workshop group feels like a family. Something new this year is all gathering worship. Well, it's not really new as much as it is a return to gatherings past. Every day, from 1:45 to 2:30, the entire gathering will be welcome to participate in worship. We hope this will ground and center people as they move through the afternoon and evening programs. By Saturday, the gathering opens up into something joyful and relaxed, a friendly block party. It's a time to exhale together. You'll see picnic blankets spread across the grass, people sharing snacks and stories, music drifting from one corner of the quad to another. Someone can bring a guitar, and someone else might start singing, and before long it feels like the whole space is alive with connection. There's room for creativity too. Bring a sketchbook, bring a notebook, recite some poetry, bring your knitting and your crocheting. Kids will be running around chasing bubbles, laughing freely, reminding us what it looks like to be fully present. It'll be simple, it'll be unscripted, unprogrammed, something we do well, and it'll be deeply communal, a chance to just be together, to celebrate the week, and to experience the joy of being a gathered people. One thing Quakers do really well is make announcements after meetings. Well, action! It's time to let folks know at the Rise of Meeting that gathering registration is open and that they can see you for details. Next up, here are some talking points that will help you have these conversations with the members of your meeting as well as newcomers. One of the most powerful statements that you can make in your meeting to fellow members, attenders, and newcomers is simply the statement, I'm registering for gathering. You're not telling anyone what to do. You're not even suggesting it. You are making an announcement that this is the thing that you are going to do. But you also want to invite people to do that with you. So rather than just announcing that you're registering for gathering and walking away, consider these sentence completers. I'm registering for gathering. Do you think you're going to? This invites people to a conversation about whether it's on their radar or not. I'm registering for gathering. Would you like to ride with me? This is a way that you are offering a service to someone in your meeting who might not even be thinking that it's a service that they would need or would enjoy. You are putting ideas there that can further the conversation. I'm registering for gathering. Do you have any questions about what gathering is like? That way, you're inviting this newcomer, this other meeting member, to a further conversation that gets to share your favorite parts of gathering. You might get a question as simple but as powerful as, "What is gathering?" And it's important to know there are many different answers to what gathering is, and they're all correct. Here are a few. It's a casual conference of Quakers like us taking workshops and worshiping together. Like us is an important phrase because it lets people know this is for friends who are comfortable in the unprogrammed tradition. Now, of course, there are people from many traditions that attend FGC gathering, but if you're in an unworshipped environment, this is a good time to share that that's the kind of worship that will largely be taking place at FGC gathering. Gathering is like a big retreat for Quakers that happens annually, usually on a college campus. That way, friends who are in the mindset of going on retreats for religious purposes will understand, oh, okay, well, I've been to a retreat before. I can do this one. What is gathering? It's a chance to meet other Quakers doing interesting things in their yearly meetings and who are doing interesting things for other Quaker organizations. That way, you are relying on the part of gathering that is about idea sharing and networking. And some people are really into that part. You can also answer this question by stating who gathering is for. What is gathering? It's for adults and children to reflect on their own faith practices in community. What is gathering? It's a big reunion of Quakers from across North America. By using reunion language, it makes people understand, oh, this is a collection of people that know each other from this event and enjoy spending time with each other at this event. Some people will want to know what the incentive is to them or to their meetings if they decide to register for gathering. Here are some keywords to help you facilitate those conversations: revitalization, expanded knowledge, new ideas, energy, connections. These are ideas that might come up organically as you answer what gathering is, but this also helps people understand, what's the use of gathering? Why should I spend this money and this time, potentially time off work, time away from other responsibilities? And it should resonate with people that getting revitalized in the faith is a good thing. Growing your knowledge of the Quaker faith and people and history is a good thing. Gaining new ideas and energy to make your meetings better are also good things. And to build connections across meetings across the continent will also help deepen one's faith. And it's important to have those key talking points because the barrier for people attending gathering is not just their own personal interest, but the expense of it. It costs a fairly significant amount of money to be able to attend the gathering. For me, a single person, it could be around $1,080 for a single air-conditioned adult room with all meals included. And we want to be sensitive not only to the people that can afford it, but to the people that might need some assistance. And here's some ways to demystify and to assist those who need financial assistance in your local meetings. We want to communicate that there are ways to make gathering more affordable, both on the FGC side and outside of FGC. First, registrants should know that FGC does offer financial aid through scholarships and through work grants. Visit fgcquaker.org/gathering and search for the financial aid section in the menu to learn more. Your monthly meeting might have grants for travel, for lodging, for registration, or even if there's not an existing program, maybe there's funding in the hospitality committee, in the personal aid committee, or another committee in your meeting that gives people with need financial assistance. Another way that a meeting can be helpful for everyone is if the meeting decides to charter transportation to the gathering. Perhaps you live close enough or far enough away where getting a bus that can take people 5, 6, 7, 8 hours away. Everybody meets at the meeting house, gets on the bus, the meeting has covered it, or people split costs. That can make things affordable as well. Carpooling, as mentioned earlier, and thinking a little bit outside the box, maybe you work for a Quaker organization or a Quaker school or an interfaith organization or an ecumenical organization or school that might be able to send you to gathering as a benefit to your employment, such as organizations that might treat this as a professional development activity. So continue to think outside the box, especially if you work for such institutions or schools, or an institution or school that might not need to sponsor you, but is interested in sponsoring someone else. If your meeting has a granting program for those in need, you have the opportunity to be an ambassador not just for FGC, but for the grants available in your meeting. You have the ability to share what that process is in your local meetings early and often. And you have the opportunity to help friends navigate whatever that process might be. If this is the first time someone in need has asked for such assistance, help them. Ask if they need your help. Maybe they want help being anonymous. But if you know how your meeting works and you feel that you can help somebody secure funding from the meeting, by all means, please help them. We are coming toward the end of our presentation, but before we go, let's recap some of the ways that you can spread the word besides making announcements in your meeting. First, consider writing your own gathering story. A short paragraph about why you go to the gathering and how going to the gathering works for you. That way, you have the basis for future communication with people that might be hearing about gathering for the first time, in print or verbally. Send individual emails to friends that you know and friends that you wish would come. An email could be as simple as a forward from FGC's mailing list with something at the top that says, "Hey, I thought you might be interested in this. Let me know if you decide to register." Or it can be your own email that you send sharing with friends that you are going to register for gathering and that you wanted them to know because you hope they'll consider it. As I said above, forward FGC's official mailings to people that you know, as well as your meetings mailing lists. Very importantly, please like, comment, and share FGC's posts on social media. This really and truly helps expand the reach to your circles and to FGC circles. The algorithm truly does not disappoint, and we want to make it just as powerful for positive news as it reacts with negative news. Tell your gathering story on your personal social media, and remember to tag FGC Quaker in those posts, especially if you use photos and video reflections. And please, make a special effort to invite new Quakers. Not just Quakers that are new to you, but people that are attending your meeting maybe for the first time last week. Everybody's not going to go, but it's nice to invite everybody. I'm going to leave you with some homework. It's only 2 things, and they're things that I've already mentioned. First, make sure that you are signed up for FGC's emails, especially from Vitality and the Gathering lists. You can sign up for FGC's emails by going to fgcquaker.org, navigating to the contact page, and clicking the button that solicits sign up information. The second thing, follow us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, and like, share, and comment on everything related to the gathering. Friends, thank you so much for listening along. I hope to see you at Gathering, and I hope that the information that we provided with you today is helpful as you serve as informal gathering ambassadors in your monthly meetings, in your yearly meetings, in your quarterly meetings, and in your communities. Until next time, this has been Rashid Darden. Please learn more at fgcquaker.org/gathering and reach out to us on social media or through our site if you have any questions. Take care.